So all these puzzles that I've built over the last few weeks here have really taken some interest into people's minds. First, it was with the family and little gatherings and the holidays. They were fun to pass around. Then I started passing around to people outside my household and family. And they seemed to be a hit there too. I've actually had a request for some puzzles out of a similar kind of wood. They want a whole set of four that are all made roughly out of the same type of material. So I picked myself up a little 6-inch by 24-inch by 3/4 inch piece of mahogany. Never worked with this stuff before, but that's what they wanted, so that's what they're going to get. And I'm going to unveil the newest toy in the shop, the CNC. It's being spring and all. It's not a great time for me to be stuck in the workshop because there's plenty of stuff to do outside with the garden, cleaning the yard, planting flowers, a lot of honey-do list type stuff. But we're gonna see if this CNC can actually cut down my production time and let me still get this job done. Let's build it. I ended up getting a Jamitsu 4040 Pro Max. And now this isn't no glorified RC motor spindle machine. This machine actually has a 710 watt palm route. This size of a router or spindle will be able to handle hardwood milling without a problem at all. This has a 15.5 square working area, and it has a total workable Z clearance or up and down clearance of 3.5 inches. It's got a spoil board with threaded inserts and also has a T-track to suit multiple clamping styles for any of your projects. First thing that really impressed me about this is the precision and control that you have when you're doing a project on this. I can take any dowel off the shelf for this 3-ring puzzle that I'm doing right now, and I just got to put a dowel calipers on it. It doesn't matter what size it is. I can get the exact size of that dowel, create a hole that'll fit the dowel instead of trying to find a dowel that'll match my Forstner bit, and let the machine do the work and carve it out to a perfect fit. And while the CNC is working, I can take care of all the other manual tasks that's involved with creating these puzzles. Things like drilling out my balls. I can also get down to measuring out and singeing my paracord. It's just menial stuff that I don't have an extra set of hands in the shop to help me do. And after all that, I can actually take some of my extra time to catch up on some of my tool reviews from some new channels I subscribe to. It's always nice to be able to have a breather, and while I'm doing all this, the CNC is still plugging right away. Then after the CNC is done with its job, I just simply unclamp the piece, take the stock out, knock some dust off, and take a look at the job that it's actually done for me while I got other stuff done. Now, all I have to do is just pop these pieces out. And not a scratch on that spoil board. Got our pieces off the CNC here. They come out actually pretty good. You do have little spots there for the tabs that actually hold it to the rest of the board. So we're gonna go ahead and take those over to the router table and get those knocked off. And knocking the small little tabs off these pieces takes zero time at all. I just use a little trim bit with a bearing on it, use the surface to guide, and get a nice smooth trim cut. And doing this will also take care of any light onion skinning I have left over. Next, I decided to chuck up a small little round over bit to take some of the sharpness off of some of these pieces. So I'll just do a quick little round over and then do a little bit of hand sanding. All right, got all these lightly sanded and went ahead and got my towers for this puzzle here. So I'm gonna glue the towers into this piece here, let it dry for a little bit, and then we'll get to the finish. And of course, my favorite part, slapping that finish on. Just love how this lacquer really brings out the color of this mahogany. Finish is dried on all of our pieces. Let's get to assembling. Assembly on this stuff's going to be pretty straightforward, just like in the previous videos. Going to involve a drop of glue, shot of activator, insert and twist, another drop of glue, another shot of activator, insert and twist, and we'll do the stick puzzle this time through. I'm going to cross them, shot of glue, a little bit of activator, a little twist, shot of glue, got one done, got our next one. We're going to need the 25-inch. Run this through. Just like that. Drop a glue in there. Drop a glue in there. Keep it from spilling out. Give both these a shot of activator. And throw them on. That one's done. Now for this one. This was actually my very first puzzle build. Go through. Make your hitch. A ring on each loop. Bring these through from the back. This one I did shorten the cord up on. I wasn't too awful happy with how long it was on the other one. People really made a mess out of it. So we'll go through, rinse and repeat here. Drop a glue. Drop a glue. Hit these with some activator. In and twist. And in and twist. And that one's finished. We're going to move these over here, give myself a little bit more working room before we start on this last one. We'll take this through, flip this over. Drop a glue in there. And a drop of glue in this one. Little activator. And sink them home. Flip this around. Go one from underneath. Do a test fit on this, make sure it's not going to be too much of a struggle bus to get together. That should work. Go ahead and throw a drop of glue in here. Spin this around so I don't hit the glue with the activator. Got that one seated. And for the last one, thread that through, and we'll sink this one home too. And there we have it. We got 4 puzzles, all in the same wood. And it only took me a couple of hours to knock all of these out versus the better part of an afternoon or a day. All thanks to the power of automation. Now, CNCs aren't affordable exactly for everyone, but if you're going to be doing any kind of production work or batching them out, it might be something that you want to look into. Thanks for coming along with me on this little new journey of mine with some automation, and thanks for watching.